Misiones Care ministry is constituted by evangelical Christians under the general address of the Garcia Aguirre family. The work in general is among the Indian tribe Huichol. They are located in the western Sierra Madre between the states of Jalisco, Nayarit, Durango, and Zacatecas. With a population approach of 16,000, it's very difficult to count for the disperse of the places where they live, for the lack of roads as well as the lack of native registrations. Many of them are bilingual and illiterate, especially the women. They have an ethnic identity very defined, and they feel pride of the cultural inheritance equally very ingrained. They are known in the world by the colored costumes adorned and their religious traditions, where they take the hallucinogen name peyote, tejuino, that is a wine prepared for themselves and it's of corn. They live in homesteads isolated between the mountains, generally for groups of families. They are polytheists, having an average of 40 main gods. Some of their gods are the peyote, the sun, the corn, the fire, the deer, the sea, the cardinal points. They accept the polygamy. The man lives with several wives and children. The spiritual guides are the maracames, also well known like sorcerers. They are respected and feared in great way for them, since they exercise the sorcery, witchcraft, and cures by means of the masses, believing that the illness are sent from the deities that have been offended for a witchcraft. In general, the doors are closed to the gospel. The opportunities of sharing is a few and the necessities many. Communities exist where the word of God has never been listened to. There are places where the whole idolatry results in hunger, illness, physical death, and spiritual death, attachments and curses that are impossible to break as humans. However, we thank God for the sacrifice of Jesus Christ and the word that can be changed. Colossians 2:14-15. It is our responsibility, like a church of Jesus Christ, to go and preach the gospel to all creatures according to the command in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 16 and 15. Their houses are of adobe, floor of earth, and root of grass. They have a room where they sleep with the whole family, a kitchen, a small room where they have the altars to their gods, and a family patio. Of course, they don't have drinkable water, electricity, light, neither drainage. They live on the traditional agriculture, sowing corn, beans, and side by side, pumpkin in gorgeous, very inclinate coals, quamiles, where all work is manual, being of self-eating, for what their condition is very precarious. During the drought, they go out to sell their work in hand in the neighboring fields of the work in the construction in the cities. By the way, this job is very not well paid, and in some cases they are exploited in abuse, and they even suffer of racial discrimination. They do secondary works as the gathering of fruits and roots, as well as the elaboration of traditional craft. We do missionary trips, since they don't permit that we live between them, for the fear that they have that we might appropriate their lands or that we might exploit them. Also organizing working teams all through the year with plans and purposes to complete in each trip. These are formed for lay people, young and adults with their hearts willing to serve. We are a tool that is used for biblical institutes, youth groups, missionary schools, seminars, and people in training for the mission field, like a springboard of launching to the transcultural mission. In these trips, the social help is a way for us to show God's love, distributing pantries, blankets, clothes, medication, etc. Also involving us in the service to the community, repairing their clinics, schools, clinics of springs, medical campaigns that include general doctors, dentists, oculists, hairstylists, and other services. Because people is willing to serve, with us we do this service for free. Because of the great school desertion, we support and stimulate to those who desire overcoming. Through incentives like projects shoes, Christmas presents, everything according to our possibilities and supports, received by general or several institutions like the Samaritan Purse and some other foundations. Likewise, we support them with desks, chairs, tables, and many other school objects. We work with the community in different projects: drinkable water, drainage, agricultural projects, and cattlemen, bakeries, meals, bath, latrine, septics, etc. All the projects are carried out by the teams who work with us, working half a day in the morning and during the afternoon, making personal and massive evangelism with dramas, movies, puppets, music, and the Jesus movie in the Huichol language.
Que tú te detengas y no sigas jamás en el pecado. No hay excusas que puedan salvarte. Si a Cristo no has aceptado, ayuda, cristiano. Quieres ir a mostrarle el camino. O dejarás que se pierda en la niebla. Cuando puedes mostrarle el camino.
And in the north 7 years, establishing 3 works: the crossbars, which is called Las Trancas, La Soledad, and Tenzompa. In this last ministry, we have helped several communities: Pueblo Nuevo, San Sebastián, Jucutá, Nueva Colonia, and others. Many Christians there have been hit, imprisoned, robbed of all their belongings because of the faith in Jesus Christ. This is happening because of their own people don't like them to be Christian. For 2 years, we have been evangelizing the west of the mountains in the communities of Locers, San Jose, San Miguel, Taimarita, spreading acceptance and freedom of the preaching of the gospel. Although we have to travel very long distances, between 7 and 9 hours of road, 3 or 4 hours between each one of the towns, we continue working with them still, in spite of the fact that each trip costs us around 3,000 or 4,000 pesos, which is in American dollars $300 to $400. Being the economic factor, are limited to continue the evangelical work among the Huichol zone. The general objective of this ministry is to lift autochthonous, strong, self-sufficient, and victorious churches in Jesus Christ between the Huichol ethnos, strategic places of the mountains. Misiones Care, thanks to the faithful participants that they have support this ministry, intercessors firstly, and bakers with the donations, words of stimulation, letters, electronic mails, contact, mission conferences, etc. Thanks a lot.
mi Cristo con toda mi alma. Le canto y le sirvo con el corazón. Nada ni nadie podrá separarme del amor.